Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We've seen it all before, and here we are again. No complaints, though, only a Bison Nation that stands louder and prouder from here all the way to Texas. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Krista Boehm. It's all smiles in the Valley tonight, a four-peat for the NDSU Bison as they are once again named national champions, making history again this year. Let's toss it over right away to Bradford Eric for a recap of a game this year that was like nothing from the past. Bradford?
That's right, Krista. This one came down to the wire for Bison fans here in the Valley and those that stampeded down in Frisco. It was an emotional day for everyone as the Bison committed some penalties, but eventually came out on top. Hugs, smiles, and even some tears filled Toyota Field. The seniors walked off the field in Frisco with 4 national championships and just 3 losses in their career. And there are hardly any words for a day like this. Today's game really came down to the last few minutes, and even at a point seconds when the game really changed from the Bison winning to losing to a comeback.
Man, nobody thought in January after we won last year that we could get here, and this group of guys took it upon ourselves to do something special. And this is I'm so proud of this group right now, man. We've been through a lot this year, and I just can't even put it in words right now.
Truly an emotional day for everyone, as you just saw Colton Hegel there, Bison safety, trying to hold back some tears.
I can't believe that. The moments there, it really came down to everything. And of course, you'll be back to fill us in with more.
Absolutely. Later on in sports, I'll have all your highlights.
Thank you so much, Bradford. Fans filled Frisco, feeling all of those emotions along with the players on the field. And they came from all over to be a part of it.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, Wisconsin. My son's a grad assistant for the Bison.
And how do you feel, Dad?
Unbelievable!
I'm so proud of the boys. They worked so hard for this, and I can't believe it. That was an amazing game.
You know, it was history, and this team did it, so we're all proud of them as Bison Nation. Woo! Go Bison!
Just electric out there. Bison Nation can be heard from Texas all the way back home. Restaurants and bars were packed with green and gold to cheer on the herd. Screams and chants filled the turf as supporters kept their fingers crossed. A game of drama kept fans on their feet, and it was every kind of emotional roller coaster that could be felt all over the Valley. In that last quarter, some fans had long faces when the Bison were down with a few seconds left in the game, while others would not even entertain the thought of the Bison losing this game.
They won't lose. They're the Bison. They will not lose. They can't lose. I don't know what I would do if they would lose.
Of course, we'll have all of those high-intensity highlights coming up later in sports in the show. And we're seeing great numbers on the scoreboard, but they're quite low in our weather forecast. Let's go to meteorologist Lisa Green for a look at just how cold we're talking. Lisa?
Thanks, Krista. Still stuck in the cold out there tonight. Temperatures are in the single numbers below 0 now after warming above 0 a little bit earlier today. We're at 2 below in Fargo, 8 below in Grand Forks, and 8 below rather in Thief River Falls, 5 below in Grand Forks, 2 below in Devil's Lake. And as we take a look at our wind chills, we're at 15 below in Fargo and 18 below in Grand Forks. There is a wind chill advisory that takes effect later tonight in the Northern Valley, but otherwise looking quiet here. No precipitation to show you, but we want to just take a look down south where they're celebrating in the rain, scattered rain showers rolling through the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area. But that probably won't be keeping those revelers down tonight. I'll let you know what people can expect as they're heading home from Frisco the rest of this weekend and what we here can expect as well. And here's a hint. We have some warmer weather on the way in our extended forecast.
A South Fargo apartment became quite the scene last night after a police and SWAT team raid led to 4 people arrested in connection with the Casey's General Store robbery earlier this week. 20-year-old Patrick Jaden of Fargo and another juvenile male were arrested for the robbery in the standoff with a SWAT team. Fargo police say SWAT was brought in due to the danger of the robbery at Casey's on Wednesday, which involved a handgun and a knife. Surveillance video, along with a stolen vehicle that left the scene of the gas station robbery, led them to the apartment on 32nd Avenue. More than 10 people were detained during the search. 18-year-old Ellie Blackbird and 20-year-old Brendan Belgard, both of Devil's Lake, were arrested earlier Friday afternoon for conspiracy to commit robbery. 2 other men were also arrested for outstanding warrants not related to the robbery. Police say more arrests are still possible. A new review of the medical evidence in the attack on former MSU Mankato football player Isaac Kolstad puts one of the accused assailants, Philip Nelson, in a much better light. A prosecutor is mulling his decision about whether to dismiss felony assault charges that are pending against Nelson, based on the injuries Kolstad suffered from the incident back in May. He also says he didn't want to speculate about how the charges against Shelley could change as a result of the initial punch and subsequent fall Kolstad faced before Nelson did anything. That was all caught on surveillance video. Nelson is free on bond pending a possible trial. A man had to be transported to a hospital in Fargo after breaking into his family's fish house in Polk County. The sheriff's office says it received a call from 20-year-old Chad Hoft at 3:30 a.m. When they arrived on scene at the Eden Township, they found Hoft stranded and bleeding inside a fish house on the lake. It was later determined that the fish house belongs to his family. No criminal charges are being filed at this time. Common Core has created a buildup of conversation, and it was brought to Fargo today. North Dakota Superintendent of Public Instruction, Kirsten Basler, spoke on the topic, saying it has become politicized. She says the standards need evaluating, and there is so much testing being implemented in school, but not enough being done with the results from these tests.
The world is no longer rewarding our young people for what they know. The world is only rewarding our young people for what they can do with what they know.
Basler spoke as a part of the annual Fargo-Moorhead branch of the American Association of University Women at the Howard Johnson Hotel. And if you're watching us from home tonight, do you feel a bit of a draft? Is there one anywhere in your house? If so, it's likely an issue creeping in from outside. No matter how hard we try to trap the heat in our homes, this time of year, it always finds a way to sneak in. It's a battle new and existing homeowners are constantly fighting.
You can try and remain cheery about it.
Good morning.
Good morning. But the cold Arctic air can be difficult to escape, even in your own home.
Between the window frame and the rough opening, that's a major point of air infiltration is through this joint right here.
Home builders have already begun protecting your home against the elements.
Builders now are using a closed cell spray foam to insulate their rims, which actually provides an air barrier as well as a thermal barrier.
Come February, new energy codes in Minnesota are about to take energy standards for new construction to a whole new level.
One of those things will be to have different heating calculations done for every system, and there is some testing that could actually be required depending on how the design in the home is actually built.
From infrared scans to ripping apart window moldings.
If you're re-siding, you can seal from the outside at that time.
There are many ways to improve the heating efficiency of your existing home.
People can go into their attics and look for those penetrations and air seal now, which is a big way to prevent air movement between your attic and your home.
Stopping the cold from leaking in will go a long way to stopping the chill from reaching your bones.
Putting film over old windows, checking your furnace filters, and using a programmable thermostat are all other ways that you can make sure to stay warm as winter begins to torment the region. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. Later on Valley News Live at 6, keep the hand sanitizer coming. We're only halfway through flu season, and it's only getting worse.
And it was cold today, but quiet. Temperatures rose into the teens in Lakes Country, 9 in Fargo, 2 in Grand Forks. With a couple more cold days left before a warm-up is coming. I'll have details right after this.